Hi everyone, I'm afraid it's another video about aliens, extraterrestrials, UFOs, etc, etc. Now, I never set up my YouTube channel to talk about aliens, UFOs, extraterrestrials all the time. My last few videos has been all about it. I never set out to do that. So why am I doing it? Well, first off, yes, I would like, it is an interest of mine. So I knew that I would occasionally cover the topic, but no, I like to sort of, talk about the whole sort of broad spectrum of, all world events that are going on, everything that's relevant to the day. Okay. It just so happens I'm not looking for this stuff, but it's just coming up. Like, you can't turn on the internet or open a newspaper or turn on the TV and there not be something. There is a major psy-ops campaign going on right now, to do with UFOs and extraterrestrials. There is, if you don't agree with me, just, wake up, have a look. There is, we're being bombarded with it at the moment, just recently. There's so much. So it's just, I'm not looking for it, but it just finds me, and you see this shocking stuff. So I'm just compelled to discuss it. Now, what I want to discuss today is, and some of you will be aware of what I'm about to talk about because there's been a lot of internet stuff on this subject since it's come to light, but I just want to kind of give my thoughts on the thing. This FBI document. Now, the links are in the description below. There is an FBI document. You can go to the FBI.gov website and look at their documents, and there is a document regarding the Roswell incident. I'll just go into that a little bit in a minute. It's only a short one, 2 pages. Really it's 1 page because the first page is like the cover page. Okay. So this document has come to light, and now there's a whole lot of debate and controversy over it. Is it genuine? Is it a hoax? Well, I've been looking at all of that. I've been investigating, trying to ascertain whether this is genuine or not. Now, let's not forget, everyone, that this is the FBI official website that this document's on. Alright, this is a .gov FBI website. Now, that doesn't mean necessarily that the document is genuine and authentic. Well, it turns out it is. Alright, but let's just look at the origin of the document. Let's just have a look. Alright, now, the document, it was submitted by an FBI agent called Guy Hotel, submitted to the director of the FBI. It is a real document, no doubt about that. Now, the information on the document, let's just go into that a little bit. Okay. Now, before we do, what does the document say? Well, in a nutshell, and you can read the document yourself because I'm going to put the link in the description, but it basically says that there were circular shaped, flying saucers, about 50 feet in diameter, and that these flying saucers were occupied by 3 bodies of human shape but only 3 feet tall, dressed in metallic cloth, of a very fine texture, yada yada. So, in a nutshell, flying saucers crashed and aliens inside. You can't get clearer than that. That's not an interpretation, that's what it states. That's not exaggerating it or dressing it up. I practically read it word for word there. You can read it yourself. Alright? So, that's what it says. Now, the thing is, right, people are obviously poo-pooing this. Not everyone, but some people are. And, blooming matches. Not much good, are they? Okay. Now, what are people saying? Well, you see, this information regarding the flying saucers and the occupants of the flying saucers, it turns out that the guy who started this rumour had an ulterior motive. He was looking for investors for some technology that he wanted to develop to look for new oil, and he claims that he had alien technology. Okay, so he come up with this rumour, and the rumour got about. Then eventually it was reported to the FBI, and then a memo was written within the FBI, which was quite a common thing. Then of course it was archived, and hence we have the document. So the document's real, but could the information on the document be real, or was it disinformation? Okay, well, it could be, but who's to say that the person who started the rumour, alright, just because he had a bit of an ulterior motive, could he have been telling the truth? Well, he could be. We can't really prove it or disprove it either way. The weather balloon thing is so flimsy, it's unbelievable. I never bought the weather balloon thing. You see this Roswell incident, it was in the newspapers, right? Flying saucers crashed at Roswell, and then like the following day, or it was even like depending on the time zone, because I think like later in the day, other time zones, even at that point, the same day, they were coming out with all this about, oh no, it's a weather balloon. Well, I'm not even going to go there, because like honestly, it's people just start debating it, and you just go round and round in circles, and you don't get anywhere, do you, with a lot of debates? And I just don't enter into debates, because it's just, what do they achieve? Alright, but for goodness sake, I mean, like, if you got several people witnessing an event and claiming that they're flying saucers, how could you mistake? What about official investigators? Alright, they saw what they saw. There's reports of the metallic material recovered at the wreckage, that it was like this strange, not seen before type metal that was very bendy but very extremely strong. You know, I mean, weather balloons, surely you can identify a weather balloon and there wouldn't be any doubt. I mean, goodness me. Anyway, don't even go there. Let's not even go there. Alright, I want to get back to this document. Now this document, alright, this is what I have to say about the document. I say we're missing the point. Okay, the fact is the document's there, and the fact that it's there on the FBI website tells me that they want to stir up all this speculation about UFOs and ETs. They want to stir it all up. They want everyone thinking about it. They're trying to carry out a psy-ops campaign. My previous videos have talked about it. All these articles, NASA information coming out. I'm not going to list it all again, because I've listed it. You just watch my previous videos. You know, we're just bombarded with all this just lately. They're obviously trying to stir it all up, get us thinking about it, even get us believing in it. For some reason, of which I'm not sure. We can speculate about that. That's another thing. Okay? But that's obviously what they're trying to do. Now, the Freedom of Information Act, let's just talk about that. I don't believe that the Freedom of Information Act means shit. I really don't. I think that we're given the illusion, okay, us public, us people, are given the illusion that under the Freedom of Information Act that we can get information, like it or not. We have the right to have all information. I don't believe it. I believe that if there was information that the government didn't want us to have, we wouldn't bloody have it. We wouldn't. Do you think that if there was like a big massive asteroid coming to us in 3-4 days from now, that they would release that? I don't think so. I think if there's really delicate information that they see for whatever reason ought not to be made public, they'll withhold it. Of course they would. Of course they would. In fact, it's in the NASA documentation that if NASA discovered extraterrestrials, it's actually documented that their policy is to not release this information to the media. Okay, so there's no such thing as freedom of information. You know, information is given out, just enough information to make us believe in this whole freedom of information thing. Yeah, that's what I believe. Alright, it's either little bits to make us believe in it and have faith in it, or it's the information that they want us to have in order to steer our opinions and, you know, to carry out all their psy-ops. That's what I reckon. So anyway, going back to this document, the fact that the document is there and getting a lot of attention, that is the whole point. Okay, that is the whole point. So that's what I reckon. You all take care. See what else I can get. Cheerio.